Okay, so this is the present, the here, the now energy position. And we have the Three of Swords. So, yeah, this is not great energy. So, the Three of Swords, this indicates a heartbreak, a separation. You know, sometimes this heartbreak can be a bit painful. It's really painful. There can be a bit of a cruelty attached to it. And there can also be a sense of feeling like you were abandoned. This can also indicate a third party situation. So, you know, cheating, unfaithfulness. Not for everyone, but it will resonate with a few of you. But overall, this is about a severing of ties, a heartbreak, and it's done so in a bit of a cruel fashion. And you might feel like you've literally been abandoned by someone. But overall, this is about being hurt. That, you know, someone has hurt you. So we clarify, and we have the Hermit. So the Hermit's about, most of all, about going within and listening to our own higher mind, listening to our gut feeling. You know, our subconscious mind has all the answers we could ever need to any questions that we ever may have in our life. But, you know, we have to go in and reflect. We have to do some introspection. And we have to be ready, willing, and open to listen. And also, with the Moon card in reverse, sometimes this is, you know, refusing to listen to your intuition. But the Hermit is saying you definitely should listen to your intuition. Because there's, you know, your subconscious is very wise. Now, for some of you, you could literally have sought out advice from someone that you trust. For some of you, this could have been, you know, a counselor. Some of you, this could be a trusted friend or family member. But when the Hermit comes out in the upright position, you can rest assured that whatever advice you're given is good advice. And then it's up to you to take the advice, whether you take it or not. But advice is definitely given, whether it comes from the higher self or it comes from another person in your life. The advice is good advice and advice that you should follow. But again, free will. So you got to do what you feel is best for you. So regardless of what my reading or anybody else's reading says, at the end of the day, you have to do what you know is best for you in your situation. And only you know that. So, but just be careful that you're not falling prey to the whole self-deception thing. You definitely want to see things as they really are. Don't be afraid to face the facts. As painful as it can be, don't be afraid to face them, because we really need to. We don't need any more problems. Lord. Okay, also, you know, this heartbreak, separation, this is probably going to be very much tied to your first card of something came to an end. And I'm thinking it's absolutely a relationship for most of you. And again, the relationship can be, you know, a marriage, it could be a romantic relationship, or it can be a platonic relationship. But either way, it's one that brings heartache and pain. And it's coming to a close. Now, this card is your near future. Here we have the Four of Swords. So, with the Four of Swords, this is about us doing battle. Okay? And we've been doing battle, and now we have retreated. And so now we're taking a break, just like this lady. She's like, Calgon, take me away. She is taking herself a bubble bath. She is trying to relax so that she can recover and just rest up, because the battle that she's been through has been exhausting physically, emotionally, even mentally. And so this can indicate that perhaps you were, you know, having a verbal battle, perhaps with this person. And now you're simply ready for a break so that you can get yourself back together, so to speak. This can also indicate a bit of a temporary truce where it's like, okay, temporary truce. You go to your corner, I go to my corner, and we'll reconvene, in a week from now and see where we're at. So this could be a temporary truce. For some of you, this could indicate that perhaps you might be going on a vacation, and it would be a much needed vacation. And if it's not a vacation, then some of you just may be withdrawing a little bit and taking time for yourself so that you can, grieve and get through this whole process. You're just trying to rest and recover. Now, to clarify, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse position. So, yeah, this is definitely pointing towards a relationship. Again, it can be romantic or platonic. More times than not, I would call it romantic, but not every Libra is interested in being in a relationship all the time. So yeah, this can be platonic as well. But it would, if it's platonic, then it would be with someone that you have a very strong connection to. Perhaps a friend that you've been friends with for a long time, Or it could be a family member, one that you've been very close to, but maybe things have, been at odds lately. But in general, typically this is a romantic card, but this is definitely indicating that there is disharmony within a partnership or a relationship of some sort. Again, one person is doing the giving, the other person's just taking. And this really drives home the things are unequal, and, things are at a crossroad, A lot of times this card comes up for someone who is in a bit of a passionate relationship, especially on the romantic front. Sometimes this card comes up for those people because it's a passionate situation that needs to be kept in check. So sometimes we can experience these types of setbacks just so that we don't go too far. But overall, for most of you, this, I would say in general, this doesn't absolutely mean doom and gloom, because most of the time with this particular card, it doesn't mean that the relationship is not salvageable, but unfortunately with the Death card and the Three of Swords up here and the Sun reversed, my feeling is it's fated, that it's just simply not meant to work out. And not to say that it 100% can't work out, but as it has been, it cannot work out how it has been. So there would have to be some major changes to the relationship in order to make it work. So that'll resonate with a few of you. But yes, so overall this would be about most of you are retreating from a situation where there is a lack of balance and a lack of harmony taking place within a relationship, a partnership, a friendship, whatever it may be, but there is a lack of harmony and balance. Again, one person's doing most of it, the things, and the other person's just take. So it's not equal. And, well, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, if you're the one doing all the giving, that ain't good, Not good at all. We can only handle that for so long. And then then things have got to change. Either they're going to change in a major way, or we're going to have to be done. So yeah, some of you could be experiencing some disharmony within a relationship, again, romantic or platonic. And there could be a bit of a temporary truce where you guys have chosen to not talk for now. But inevitably you will have to deal with the situation, but right now you're just on a temporary truce. Or you could just simply be retreating, like, you know what, I'm tired, I'm fed up, I'm not going through this no more. I'm done. Now, this would be the attitude card. And here we have the devil. So, right off the bat, I'm going to say that a lot of you could be dealing with some fear. Perhaps some of you are addicted and or obsessed with fear. Some of you could be dealing with a karmic toxic relationship. Maybe you feel like you just can't live without someone in particular, but you can. These so-called chains and bondage are really more of an illusion. You may feel like you're tied to the person, and in a karmic sense, you are, but karmic lessons are meant to be learned and then move forward. You don't want to stay stuck in a situation that is not good for you. Now, this card is also about addictions. You could be addicted to a person. You could be addicted to being in relationships. You could be addicted to alcohol. You could, be addicted to tarot readings. It could be many different things. Sex is a big one, okay? Because the devil is a very sexualized card, very sexualized energy. So sometimes there can be an addiction to sex. And sometimes there can be an obsession as well. And sometimes there can be an addiction and or obsession with fear and allowing fear to control us and to make our decisions. The devil's got a hold on me, or the devil made me do it. Yeah. So we clarify, and we have these Six of Swords in the reverse position. So this would be indicating that there is definitely some sort of situation that is pretty bad and it has caused you personally quite a bit of pain, but at the same time, you're refusing to move away from it. Now, some of you may be saying, well, I can't move away from it. I'm stuck because of this, that, and whatever. Well, that would be the devil talking. That's your fear getting in the way. There's always a way out. May not be the way you want to go, but there's always a way out. And you can break these shackles and the bondage at any point in time. You just have to decide that you want to and stick to it, But yeah, this is definitely indicating that you guys would be staying in some sort of situation that you should be moving away from. And this is also a card of, we want peace, but yet our journey to find peace is literally postponed because you're stuck in a bad situation that needs to be dealt with. And this situation needs to be dealt with so that you can move forward and find peace. But you have to know that you're not stuck. You are not stuck by any means. You may feel stuck. Maybe some of you may feel like, well, I don't have the appropriate finances, My resources are just not there. I don't have anywhere else to go, or, it could be many different things. But there are always options. Like I said, it may not be the options that you want or that you would necessarily choose, but there's always a way out. A lot of times with the devil card, this can indicate a situation where there can be abuse. And if this particular part is resonating with you, if you are in an abusive situation, relationship of some sort, you really need to listen to me. You can get out of this, okay? You may need to try to find a shelter. Now, I know that's not ideal, but you want to get out from underneath a situation like this. Don't stay in a situation where you are being hurt, especially if you're being abused. Don't allow that. Don't tolerate that. And don't let your fear keep you stuck there. Okay? Whew. Libras, y'all got me worried about you. Okay, so this is the position of how other people see you. And here we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse position. So the Seven of Cups in reverse, this is like an emotional choices wish card. That's how I look at it. And with it in the reverse, it definitely indicates that a decision was already made. And then it's clarified by the Temperance in the reverse position. So perhaps someone is looking at you like you already made your choice, and maybe someone's looking at you like you're being intolerant, or maybe you're being impatient. Maybe you're not cooperating. Maybe you're not hearing them out. You know, a lot of times with the Temperance in reverse, we need to slow down and smell the roses, because there's many opportunities for us to make things right, you know, and we just don't see them if we don't slow down, you know, and we're all guilty of it. You know, we're speeding through life, rushing, trying to get a million things done, you know, and sometimes we can't give enough attention or the proper attention to others in our life. And so someone in your life might feel shortchanged, so to speak, by you. Like maybe they didn't get, you know, a fair chance. This could be about the relationship, or this could be someone else in your life. But yes, this other person could be looking at it like you made the choice to be intolerant and difficult. And, you know, this could just simply be their perceptions, not to say you're right or wrong, okay? They could be completely wrong. They may be looking at you like this, but you might have had every reason in the world to treat them the way that you did. You might be in the right. But, you know, perception. Everyone's perception is different, so you'll know how this fits in for you. Okay, so this would be the card position of hopes or fears. And we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. So with the Page of Cups in reverse, this is the type of energy where we feel like things are not working out the way we want them to. We're waiting on messages. We're waiting on something to happen, and it just seems delayed. It's like things are at a standstill, and things are just not moving forward. We feel like we're stuck. And a lot of times with this particular energy, we feel moody and we want to withdraw. And, you know, we can have a hard time expressing our emotions, because with this particular energy in the reverse, a lot of times there is a tendency to just emotionally react immediately. And we don't want to be emotionally reactive. We want to take our time to think about it and use your wonderful Libran reasoning abilities and logic, you know, weigh the pros and cons rather than automatically reacting. But again, you know, this is a hope or fear type of position, so I don't see anybody hoping to be in this particular position. So, and then we clarify we have the Sun in reverse. So yeah, again, there is a lack of optimism. Our hope is failing us, you know. We may be feeling a bit hopeless, like it's just never going to happen. Pessimistic, that's more the word I'm looking for. Yeah, pessimistic. So yeah, I'm going to class this as a fear, because I don't see anybody hoping for it. I mean, I could be wrong, but, you know, I don't see why anybody would want that. Okay, so for the final outcome, we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. So, for some of you, this could indicate that you may go back to a situation or relationship, or that someone from your past could actually return. It could go either way. So someone from your past could return, or you could decide to go back to a relationship or a situation in which you walked away from and abandoned Because when it's in the upright position, we are walking away. We are abandoning a situation because we are going in search of something better. It's like a spiritual quest, you know? So we want better. We want better. And we're willing to leave everything behind and everyone behind to go see, is the grass greener on the other side of the mountain, so to speak. In the reverse position, you know, this is definitely indicating that we're coming back to the physical and the material side of life. This is also indicating that there is definitely a real need for passion and love, and you truly desire to have those things. Now, for some of you, this could be indicating that perhaps a new love interest will come in. So that is a very strong possibility that a new love interest will be coming in for you guys. You know, under this particular energy, you're just ready to get back into life. You're ready to have fun. You're ready to go out and have some adventures, you know, make some friends. You know, just have a good time. You're ready to cut loose and have some fun. But on the end of love, it definitely indicates that either you go back to a situation, or someone from your past comes back, or a new love interest will come into sight here real soon. For some of you, you may already be seeing this person, and for some of you, this is still materializing, and you will see it happen over the next, you know, couple of weeks.